All right, we are live. All right. So, on your last mission, if you go to roll 20, you see this mission guide. This kind of is an update of what happened last time. This is probably how I'll do the updates from now on, just to keep the notes to a minimum. But all the crew breathe a sigh of relief as they relax back into their chairs, except for the Mad Captain, who lies on the floor catching his breath after being injected with the antivirus. He finally reconciled the last 24 hours of events. Four crew died in the mess hall from unusual wounds where you woke from an unconscious world. At this point, everyone wanted you subdued. Now you fly the ship, back in control. Yet Ashray and the senior staff are missing. Foro is under attack, and your ship will not be safe in space for long. You aren't sure yet. Sanctuary Port is nearby as a potential safe harbor for your ship in the Foro, if you can save her. Um, Officer Garuth is looking around, being the logical thinker he is, seeing the concern of the rest of the crew and understanding the situation with his commanding officers. He calls out to the computer, "Computer, we need a situation report." After a short moment, the computer of the ship replies. And just to say, this is kind of how you guys will engage me for questions, like along the way, like, "Hey, can you answer this question?" or something. You just ask the computer, and then I'll basically tell you with the computer if it's able to understand it or not. It chimes back. "Here are my findings. The ship is semi-healthy and safe from asteroids for the next hour, but orbital scans show the moon's orbit will pass through the asteroids, exposing our ship and the Foro to asteroids. The Foro situation is critical. Both crew and ship are dwindling. Senior staff is in the brig, but Oshrey's vitals are dropping. Two facts are known about the virus that infected the captain. It is transferred through touch, and we have a temporary vaccine. Sentiment analysis needs to be performed on the Sanctuary Report signal to determine friendliness and risk. These are my recommendations. First, Tith can work on mass producing the vaccine and a cure. Garuth will stay as acting captain to manage the crew and ship, and Tith should also attempt data retrieval from Foro and Sanctuary Port. Thurland should lead lower deck repairs, and Leslie should also stay to secure the ship with Ashwi and fly the ship to the asteroid to avoid Sanctuary and the asteroids. The rest of the bridge crew, first and command officers, which is all of you, are the best equipped for a first contact situation where the senior staff are compromised. Once the Foro and its crew are rescued, the next move is to decide what to do about Sanctuary Report, depending on analysis results. You guys have any questions or anything about that? All right, so if you scroll down a little bit more on that sheet, you'll see that there's a couple things that we're going to do differently too this session. So with control of ship, you may now ask it questions to help guide your mission understanding unless it is blocked. This is a computer. Difficulty 2 roll. So each of your seconds are going to do something on the ship that are going to affect the story and like the outcomes of what you guys do. And then the three of
We
you
want to make a
will
smoothie,
go
but when we
onto
make the
the
smoothie,
Foro to
um,
attempt first contact and a
the
rescue.
blender broke and the piece might have went in the smoothie. The blender, the tiny piece
I want a
of glass
smoothie.
on the blender might
Who's making
Really?
me a smoothie?
Oh no,
Oh.
the blender broke and there's a piece of metal in the smoothie, so we're not gonna have any more? Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Tragic. Tragic.
No,
Okay.
we got to go rescue the blender. That's got priority.
All right, so Dad, and I'm gonna let you guys kind of. I'm gonna tell them to you. You guys can think about them, and then I'm gonna just have you tell me what. Make your rolls, and then I'll tell you the story of what happens. But for your character, Dad, you're gonna make one roll with your character sheet using daring and engineering to determine your understanding of the fate wave frequency trait. Trask, you're gonna make a roll. The Mad King, you're gonna make a roll using fitness and medicine to determine virus adaptation. Lucas, you're gonna make a roll using with Erwin using insight and con to determine the consult trait.
What were the two traits again? So there's two
Your
things.
your insight and con. Travis,
Insight and
fitness, medicine.
con. Okay.
Yeah, and then Dad, you're daring and engineering. You go ahead and roll whenever.
I'm
Make my
fitness and
roll.
medicine, you said?
Yeah,
And you want
and
task roll 2, right? Complication 1.
yeah. I won't let you roll momentum or anything on these rolls.
Yeah, I got zeros.
All right. You'll add to your character sheet under traits. Uh, confusing consult is the title. And
Confusing
that'll just
consult.
yeah,
Okay.
and that'll just dictate how that story, your sub story for that like interaction you had in the last session will
Okay.
continue through the rest of the story. This is basically what this is determining. Um, all right, Chess, that's a good roll. That's a good roll.
Why is
Well,
mine different? It's a
yeah, yours
challenge
is
dice.
challenge. Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, you gotta roll the one above it. Yeah, so challenge dice is after you succeed. Challenge dice are like how much damage you do or how much work you accomplish or
Okay, yeah. I rolled the wrong one. Need a recount.
okay, 2 still. That's good. All right, that is good. That will affect your story as well. But you don't need to add anything. Um, and then Dad, you're daring and engineering.
All right, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. How do I get to roll? I can't remember how to do all that. There it is. I gotta do this. And dare, what you said? Daring and what?
Engineering.
Oh yeah, of course. Daring and we're engineering. There it is. And that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, daring engineering. And what do I roll? This a task roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I did it.
Okay. So add to
Uh,
yours, Dad, under your traits and your character sheet, add can detect can detect fate wave.
All right. I gotta go find my character sheet because it disappeared.
Um,
Okay. Crazy stupid computer.
all right, so I'm just gonna talk through the story of that. So you guys just flew through the asteroid field. The Mad King captain was basically having hallucinations, trying to fight for his life. And as he gets this plunge of the medicine in his chest, he comes to, and he's almost semi-organically aware that the virus is still there, but it's dormant and at this time hasn't adapted um, to reinfect him. And I'm going to share your guys' summaries too. So you guys, this is the main summary. Then here are your individual summaries. Lucas was consoling while managing the ship, and there's this presence though that pushed that console away. It seems that that presence is still making it difficult for the console to communicate with you, at least for the time being. Um, and then Dad, so Doofus' role is very curious about this fate wave as these things are happening on the ship, and he has a few moments. He's running some things in the background to determine the fate wave. It's come up with a clear signature and is now recorded in the scanners that you guys have, so you can detect it like you would, any other like radiation or any other wave, an energy source. All right, last rolls before. Yeah, go ahead.
What is a fate wave?
So Fate Wave from last session, you had determined it was basically like a way of, um, affecting the gravity of particular
Okay.
matter, to change its like trajectory, to change its like orientation, basically change the fate that matter is going to experience, is what you experienced last time, at least for what the fate wave can do.
Okay.
All right.
What's the
Yeah, go ahead.
4-0? What's a
Four's a
4-0?
ship. The
Yeah,
four's
it's
a ship.
That's the ship with
Good
the monkey
question.
on it.
Yeah, and so if you each of your characters with your secondary characters, and then the top right is the 4-0 space station, and then you guys are on the left, the Pilgrimage, the Defiant spacecraft, and the 4-0 left to get here about 6 years ago. It took you guys about a month, a little over than a couple months, just to get to um, to here. And the difference was they were, flying at maximum warp, and now you guys have grav warp, so it's faster. And so you guys got here in a couple months. They got here 6 years after they left, but just about a week before you. Yeah, these are good questions. Any other?
So where on the map, I see something in the bottom left. Where is everything else?
Yeah, so right now, that little cluster in the bottom left, this new galaxy
Right.
really traversed
And
it
where's the
too
4
much
and
yet.
where's the space station?
Yeah, that's a good
relationship to
question.
this?
So let's just go there now. Hold on, let me share your story with you,
Okay.
and then show access to him. And then I'll take you guys to orbit.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Edwin. Appreciate that.
Where's mine, Edwin?
Thank you. Grandpa's wondering where's his. Grandpa's wondering where's his food. I'm talking to Grandpa. He's playing this game with me. He's wondering where his food is. He's shaking his head no.
Does it have metal in it?
Does this food have metal in it? No. That's good. Thank you, buddy. It does. Ooh, a bagel with what's inside. No.
Oh, that's cool.
I got some. Right. I got some. Well, actually,
See, so what is this map? Look,
it's great.
what's the sun hat in the top left?
Yeah, I'll talk you through this map. So while I do this, let's have you open up your secondary character sheets. We're gonna have you roll for them here in a second too. While you do that, so this is Sanctuary. This is the planet. Do you guys know that there's life on this planet? You know that there is advanced readings of like technology. You can now see this. You know, this is all the preparatory work you guys did to travel intergalactically. You had to wait for this opportunity to arrive at this planet. And then, so this is this is your guys' destination. This has always been your destination from the beginning. It was really about, discovery. And then as you found that like some of the planets were destroyed in the Federation, and the signature of the destruction to those planets is similar to the signal that comes from Sanctuary. Now you have kind of this like, one of the orders you were given directives is potentially to destroy this planet, if it's found that this is the cause of the destruction to the Federation worlds. So this is basically your guys's, this is where the story opens up. Everything before this was getting you ready to be able to like run your character sheets and to know kind of what's happening in the story, in the past, to your characters, like how they're going to have to grow. Now this is like where this is the actual story. From here on out, it's all on you guys. So the port is something you see right around there. It doesn't see you yet. You're on the other side of the moon here, right next to
Where?
this. Yeah, I'll
Are you
ping.
dropping a pin or something?
Yeah, so the port's right here on Sanctuary. And then you guys are hiding kind of behind the moon right here, from the asteroids and from the port. Right now it can't see you. And then I'm gonna pick it up from here. So yeah, so what happens is essentially so Travis, you still kind of come to, right? There's this direction. Gruth hears the computer say, hey, we got to do this stuff. So Gruth kind of tells, like, Leslie to fly Sin. He picks, Cohen picks the path here that he wants to. There's two ways to just go through regular docking. But there's also this, like, rift that happened in the middle of the hull of the Foro from some weapon that seems to also have damaged the moon. And he decides to fit inside of this destruction with the ship, and you guys are tethered there pretty well. So now that you guys are inside of the shields, you can. It was one of Cohen's first decisions. Did we lose somebody?
Oh, I'm here.
No, I'm here.
Because you guys are inside the shields, one of the things with him doing that, now you guys can transport yourselves to the different places of the ship. You don't have to traverse it physically. He didn't know this is a consequence, but it is. So you guys have that option now. And then as this is happening, you start to up, you give the ship and the crew their orders. Yeah, you want Tith back working on the vaccine. We need to have that good to go. The 4O, we need to understand like what data they have, what happened, and take from Sanctuary the message and see if you can determine what it means. And then of course, what's the bigger picture in this galaxy? You for yourself, you realize you got to rescue the 4O. So you got to come up with an operations plan. You got to saved based on that. The ship being prepared for Sanctuary Port is kind of like what you're going through. And then Lucas, you are, how prepared are you going to be for the mission? Ship operations, like making sure that the ship's shields and power come back to their normal state. And then you're also a big player in crew morale and the Sanctuary Port preparations and Sanctuary preparations for the mission. So what this basically saying, sorry, it's a lot. It's like Tith is really your science and analysis. She's gone on planets in her background to cure viruses before. This is her realm. Like Ashwi is really your missions strategist. She can determine things really quickly and is very good at combat. And then you have, Garuth, who is really kind of like ship morale, crew morale, operations, and logistics. And then your characters, who you obviously are more familiar with. So, your second, I'll
What do
tell you
we
what the
roll with?
attributes are.
Yeah.
So you'll roll with Garuth, Trask, you'll roll with Ashwi, and Dad, you'll roll with Tith.
Fifth for
Or
town.
About,
Four
Thurian.
separate times or four level? Okay, four.
He'll tell us what the attributes are.
Yeah, so each time it's going to be, for Tith, it's going to be reason and science.
That sounds
For
reasonable.
Ashwi, it's control and command. And for Garuth, it's presence and engineering.
So go ahead and do 4 times.
Yeah, go ahead and just bust out 4 rolls.
And mine are done.
All right, I'm going to start with Lucas's character here, and I'm going to have to take some notes, so give me a second. So, okay, so Garuth, stepping up to the plate, is already ahead. He quickly gets
Wow.
to it, and he rolled really well. All twos.
2, 2, 2, and 2. All twos.
All right, so this is kind of what happens for Garuth. So Garuth, he basically he understands essentially what the mission is. Some infected again. He also knows that so he suits you all very well, and gives you each a med pack and enough supplies of we'll see based on Dad's role. So, and then the other 2 things will happen later in the session. So I won't talk about the crew morale and the sanctuary port preparations yet. All right, then Ash, I will go with Tith next. So.
Right. Beck, I got a dog outside that's attacking the fence.
So Tith is able to mass produce the vaccine pretty quickly, based on the sick bay doctor's vaccine. It's pretty easy to mass.
Good.
And then she gathers some intelligence from the Foro, which is essentially you get the language of the planet, and a lot of the people there. But you also get some interesting insight from that roll, Dad. I'm going to share that with you, and I'll let you share it to the ship here. But where is it? Yeah, we'll do that when we.
I miss
end here.
anything good?
Nope, you missed nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dad rolled information from Foro, and then she also does well with the analysis of the port signal. But she doesn't. So let me just make a note of that. All right, then Ashwi, so she is able to give you some good information about your rescue operation, and I'll talk about that in a second. She is complicated in being an advisor to you, and that'll play out in the session. She does well with the virus adaptation, so that's good. That's really good. And then Your preparedness for Sanctuary Port isn't that great. All right, so then Cohen rolled, and he did really well on all of them as well. So he got weaponized vaccines. So now the mass-produced vaccines that you got from Tith can be used with your phaser weapon, and there is no negative side effect because you guys rolled well with that. So I will just have you use your phaser weapon to fire these basically antivirus cartridges at used on you cartridges. This is just like a little device that's essentially 3D printed from a fabricator, and it just goes straight on top of your phaser, and yeah, it uses energy in the same way, just does an electromagnetic. It's like a rail gun. It just fires the thing very well. So Thurlin is your tinkerer. So Garuth is logistics. Thurlin's tinkerer. Tith is your science and biology, and then Ashwi is your combat. He also, yep, the rest of that is for later. Okay, so this is what the results are. You stand up, Mad King, and you start ordering people to their places. You say, Leslie, I need you to go down and get Ashwi, secure the ship. We need to make sure that the virus is locked down. We know that there are at least those in the brig. Tith, you need to mass produce this and get all of the information you can from the foro, from the port, and from our environment. You just look at Doofus and you say, okay, you're with me. We need you in first contact and being able to understand this phenomenon of what might be happening in the reactor core or what's happening with the viral infection. And then everybody starts doing their thing. So this is, I'll let you guys talk at this point. You guys each have a summary. You have kind of what's going on. Feel free to ask me questions, but this is for you guys to come up with a plan of how you want to do this, what's important, what needs to be done. I will tell you this, Leslie's going to secure the ship, so you guys don't need to worry about the ship at all. All of those roles you just did were about the ship, so this is about the 4-0 now. How are you guys gonna save it, the crew, and get back to the ship safely and then find safe haven?
Earlier you said, BC, you said earlier you were gonna send me a summary for Tith about a 4-0 and about the spaceport. That's information she gleaned.
Yeah.
I don't know if you sent it to me or not. I just, or
So
I misheard it.
yeah, so there's two things that happens with that. So the first is you're picking up information about the about languages and culture on the
Right.
planet. So next season,
Okay.
season 2, you'll have an advantage in that. But yes, you did pull some information about a destroyed. I don't have the sheet for us, so I'm just going to talk through it. But what she finds out is that the planet was actually destroyed by the 4-0 crew, more or less. The moon was destroyed by the 4-0 crew. She finds out
On the moon
that,
one.
yeah, she
Okay.
pulls up with that good of a roll out. I think you got a 3 on that one, if I'm not mistaken. You got a 2. So with that information, she basically sees them like this is the last sensory video high like priority video that happened before the ship just went into survival mode, and you just see like a torpedo launching off of the 4-0 towards the moon. It hits the moon. You see a pretty big explosion. You can tell from the video that this is one of the gravity torpedoes. And as it starts to like bloom, you see like something like ripping, but it just like tears a hole through the middle of the 4-0 here, and like ignites the gravity torpedo. The gravity torpedo just expands and envelops a major part of the moon until you see that it just splits, and like half of it's just consumed by this gravity bubble. And pieces are just flying in every direction, and then this other half, which you guys are behind now, is what's remaining of the moon. So you glean that the moon and the asteroid field is a consequence of the 40 doing some sort of weapons test.
Oh, the asteroid field is the results of the moon splitting, other half of the moon splitting up.
Yes.
So, okay.
Crazy. And you said Leslie is already going to check on Ashby and the other crew that we captured.
Yeah, and he's taking care of that. That was his session. That was a way
So-
for me to logically
Okay, so we don't need to
split you guys into two
worry
groups.
her health is depleting or anything like that.
No. You'll find out what happened. All right. So Ashwi, not Ashwi. I'm sorry. So the computer. Here, I'm gonna take you guys back to the situation room. Here. CC Cohen, sprint out. Here, let me ping this so you guys are. See you guys. Basically, you see Cohen's gone. Leslie left. On the back screen over here, you see that there is a, pulled up on the computer is the schematics of the 40. You guys see this, Dad? You're in particularly familiar with this, but you know that there are two things really. Let me just break it down. There is
Anybody
the
see
crew.
the screen? I just see a black screen.
Here, let me.
I see
ping
it.
you
I
again.
see it.
Oh, Travis, are you? Your character's on. Sorry.
Very good. Thank
There you go.
Am I
You-
supposed to
you
be
see
super zoomed in or something?
More.
Can you see now?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a screen up here, and it's basically the 40 blueprints. And there's a crew, and then there's the ship. Right now, the crew is unknown. I know some people have some information. Feel free to share it. And then the ship is dwindling in its power and its structural integrity. So, yeah, what are you guys gonna do? Go ahead and share your information.
Sunchips. Sorry, what did you just say, BC?
Yeah, this is where you guys talk about what's priority here. The ship is dwindling and the crew is dwindling on the 40. Yeah, like what
Interesting.
what are you guys gonna do here?
Give me some 40 blueprints, huh?
Did you make this yourself?
No, this is stuff I googled.
Well, it sounds like the crew is being taken care of right now. For
Well,
the most
crew,
part.
the 40 crew.
Oh, the 40.
Yeah.
So we have landed on the 40. Is that what you're saying?
You
Or
We're
we're
on a
on our
guys-
ship
own ship
inside the
still?
40.
We're on a
Yeah.
ship. We're on our own ship inside of the 40. We landed in like a crevasse, or like a crack in the 40. Is what you're saying?
Where they had explosion,
Yeah.
or whatever happened to
Yeah,
we
you
can
can see-
teleport anywhere we want within the 40.
Correct.
Yes.
And then right now, there's some battle going on in the command center. There's a bunch of people stunned. So there's a battle that was going on
In the 40?
in the 40. Yeah.
This is part of the things that he got from the roles for Tith. She did the scan. One of the things she got was the blueprints
Nice.
and the information. Dad just shared.
Did we found out that most of the
I have
information
that. Hold on. I gotta find it. I think I closed it.
Yeah, while you find it,
Um,
one second. I gotta get my dog inside. 1 second now. Freaking dogs.
While
See if I
while
can
he's
pull up that
away,
summary page again.
BC,
There it is.
Yeah.
should we share our summary for each?
If
Our
you
Up to you.
individual
Yeah, if you
characters
think
with
it's
everybody,
important,
or
if you
no?
think it's something that you don't need to like worry about too much, you know, it's your call. Yeah, up to you.
I have the 4 information. Waiting for Captain Mad Travis.
All right, as
Also,
you guys are
I
sitting here.
remember another quick question. A few months ago when we did this, so I'm trying to remember everything, is that the technology to like travel a lot faster. What was the conclusion of that again? Can you remind me?
Gravity wave.
Yeah.
With the furrow getting, yeah, so the furrow was using 6-year-old technology to do warp. So they were warping at the maximum warp, but during their time away is when you guys when the Federation found the gravity pebble, and were able to take a part of that and make a polymer for a warp core that basically sustained denser momentum field. And so you guys traveled it in a month or something like that, whereas like the 4.0 was just working on, you know, it's different material, computers and everything. Like things are discovery still happening
Mm-hmm.
at a larger scale, but really it's a lot of materials and cultural things. Um, and so yeah, that material advancement basically allowed you guys to travel there in a month. So you guys got there a week after they did.
And they started the
But
6
yeah, they
years earlier,
traveled.
pretty much, or 5.5 years.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, I think your character has some on this. So go ahead and give like an insight and con roll if you want here.
Okay. Like my character, Erwin.
Yeah, yeah, your Erwin character.
He got 1.
So you would assume that based on Lieutenant Commander Chimp's, you know, physiological like genetics, that he was chosen to be the commander of that ship
A
for
4.0.
a pretty good reason. You know, he, you know, him being like part monkey and, you know, like still having like he's a pretty, that their race is pretty like even keel across the board, and used to isolated situations like this. And of course natural alpha, so that's probably why he's the commander of the ship.
So
All
did I
right, so
miss
you
it,
guys,
Dad?
You're back?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I miss?
No, I
You're
was
up.
waiting for you.
Okay, thanks.
So the 4's got 22, has a full complement of 2,200. Out of the 2,200, 1,924 are still alive. They're all Federation. It looks like 500 or 37 are injured or have the disease.
Wow.
And the reactor core is going down and needs to be brought back up. Otherwise, they're not going to have any life in that ship anymore. And lastly, there's some battle going on. Apparently, looks like there's some battle going on in a command center as several of the Federation life forms just got stunned.
Thanks.
That's all I have.
So you said
Captain.
there's 1,900 left of the 2,200, but 500 of them are sick.
Yep. Or injured. Yeah.
All right. The space station, because you said there was something wrong with it, and then but we also need to go to the command center. So, are there any thoughts about splitting up or doing one at it before the other, or what do you guys think?
I think we need to go to command center first, get that under control, get them undiseased, and then we can go in their logs and see what's going on with the actual reactor.
Yep,
I did.
sounds good to
My
me.
character did have consults talk to them again recently.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I was
Yeah.
visited
Let
by
us know what you got.
a couple consults visited my mind. Both seemed friendly and gave info, but one was more helpful. Basically, the informative consult told me that our crew must complete a cycle using good forces at the mountain center. I don't know what that is, the mountain center. Then it was forced out of my mind. Something it said stays present in my memory, which is, your will in time fades all to life or death and gravity. The consult said your crew must claim gravity's rock and will be used to balance the force's chaos. And then the last thing it says, as these consults left, there in my mind another dark ethereal presence on the bridge of your ship. The moment I sensed it, your mind and body felt as though each cell was being ripped apart. This is on our ship. You fight it, and the presence vanished. So two dying, and then it went away. But it's on our ship. The bridge of your
Yeah,
ship.
I
Yes.
Well, mountain
What is the
center
Any
mountain?
could be on
medical
the
center?
planet.
Yeah, that one. It chimes back and it says, the closest mountain that can be found is the mountain range on Sanctuary on the other side from the port. It is a mountain range that takes up half of the planet, and at its center is the largest mountain range. You know what? At this point, let's go ahead and
Oh,
take
it could be. Yeah, the mountain range could be what's causing these waves. There's something unique about these waves, and it's being caused by the planet, and it could be caused from the mountain range.
yeah.
That could be the source of the fate waves.
Why don't you guys both make a roll here? Dad, let's do science and reason, and then Lucas, let's do
Which character?
let's do insight and con. Your character. So this from here on out is just your characters.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Seconds. Yeah, the seconds will be on the bridge doing the
I got a
work that you
1.
just rolled for. Okay.
All right, I'm rolling right now. Where is it? There it is. I got whatever came
A
up.
3. Wow.
Oh, Dad, you did it. You guys needed to get 4. So yeah, you see, like, one second. There it is. You see the, like, all of a sudden your mind flashes to this, like the consult is drawing your attention to this, and it kind of just flickers through you and to everybody in the room, through your like telepathy, like you're a beacon, and you all see this. This mountain emits gravity waves, and an energy source above it sends a harmonically opposite wave to the mountain. These counteract each other. Was and Dad pulling up the image. So Dad gets on the thing, scans for a mountain real quick, looks at this mountain, says, "Does this look familiar?" As it comes up, like, you all of a sudden recognize this. The consult's like, Yeah, that's the mountain. You just know that this is the mountain it's talking about.
Yep. Source of the gravity waves.
Okay, it's good to know. Have we done a or do we need to ever check our ship to make sure that everything's functioning properly? I mean, we just went through an asteroid field and just had a semi crash landing onto another ship. Do we need BC? I guess this is either for the computer or for you. Do we need to make sure that our ship is functioning, even if this wherever we just landed on this whole space station, if it goes under, we need to be able to get out of here. So I'm just making sure that our crew's safe.
That was a
Yeah,
big,
That was a very long question.
that was
but
a big.
I think you understand.
yeah. Asteroid field comes back into play. It's you as you say this, Thurlan is getting up. He knows his commands are to go and work on the ship. Like he's the best suited. He's a tinkerer. He's part engineering. He gets to the end of the hallway. Disappears around the corner, and you can hear him getting into the elevator at the end of the hall. As you say this, Tith, runs down, brings back a big box of, syringes. And these things are little tiny cartridges, but have a big punch. So you guys are just fully loaded. You guys won't have to worry about ammo this round. She runs off to get into the science bays to do some more in-depth analysis of that she needs to be engaged in the sensors to do. Ashby's not there. And then Gruth takes captain's chair as you guys start to head out. And Leslie runs out. He takes the ship. Gruth is a let me bring it back up real quick, so you guys know this will be important. These kinds of things about your characters will be important in the future. He is a Lispian, a Lesipian, I think maybe. He basically is bound by his contract culturally. He cannot do things that aren't outside of his contract. So you know that he is a safe person to be on the captain's chair if you give him the order, like he has to follow, basically. All right. You see these two things come in as you guys are starting to scramble out. These are two security drones that were activated when you took the captain's chair and just got here. Good thing you took out the captain or the commander so quick. And yeah. What are you guys gonna do? I think somebody asked me a question and then I went off on a tangent. But
So the ship's in good
there we go.
standing.
Okay. Thank you, Travis. Yeah. So the computer chimes back and says, Thurlan is repairing the ship. These repairs would be much quicker with a larger handset, and the reason for the Foros trip, they're supposed to be your docking yard. The people on the ship are mostly engineers, scientists, people who are doing discovery and repair. It's also supposed to be an at-home kind of environment. It's got this dome on the top that has a massive city with lots of grass and trees, and it's very familiar to the Federation planets, that kind of area. So this is supposed to be your home in the stars, basically. You know that the ship will be fine for the next hour, and then from there you guys will have to figure out what to do. Because it depends how fast you go, how fast Cohen went, all of that.
The
But for now,
pilgrimage
it's
is
okay.
fine. Pilgrimage is fine for the next hour. The space station is what we need to figure out.
Yes, the space station is actively deteriorating. The pilgrimage is on the up and up.
Okay.
And the pilgrimage will be fine until the asteroid.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start the
in an
clock
hour, maybe.
now.
Okay.
So you guys, this but I also don't want us to sit for a long time, or do you want to keep going and then we'll take a break in like 30 minutes or something?
So, what's the space station? Is Foro the space station? I thought
It's a
Foro is the space
Foro was a
station.
spaceship.
Yeah.
But it's also
It's,
a spaceship, though. It can also travel really fast, right? So I was confused.
Yeah, you could assume that most space star bases can travel the same way that a ship can. It just takes a longer time to get it into warp. It just takes more energy, so it takes longer to build the power. And whereas a ship is meant to be dynamic, it's supposed to fly from here to there, and then so it can do the same things as a ship, just
Also, the only
different
vessel out there is the
situations.
Foros. Then
So that's a good question. You can roll, Dad. Go ahead and roll.
I thought there were two. That's what I'm really confused about.
No,
Yeah, there were two ships in front of the moon, and then there was the Foro off in the top left, I thought.
the Foro and the ship should be together. There is a pack of smaller ships in orbit that you guys know, but they seem to be like going towards the spaceport, and they're not in like range of seeing you. You guys saw them at the beginning of going
Okay,
through the
that's
asteroid
right.
field, and then right as you came out, and then that you haven't seen them since.
Okay, so there's no other Federation spaceship. It's just the Foro.
Foro morally rather than legally. That's
Okay.
just a fun little thing there.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I think we want to go into the command center, and you said there's a bit of a battle going on there. Do we want to go directly into the command center or a nearby room or something where we maybe have leverage to not just pop up right in the middle of everything?
I say go directly in the command center, but position us. We can position us behind. I can't tell what's there. I see a captain's chair. We could be positioned strategically by beaming in. That's all I was trying
So
to
this
say.
goes back to the roles that you made, Travis, for operations awareness.
You can see a captain's chair?
So let me double check that you guys can't see anything. I'm gonna bring myself over here real quick, and then see if I can bring you guys over here. But this is something you rolled, Travis, so you will get to see this because of your preparedness roll there.
I mean, we got the schematics, so we should know where we're beaming to.
Yeah, I'm curious
Yeah,
where on
that's
Foro we are currently.
I know we're in our ship, I think.
We're in our ship currently, but we can use a transporter to beam over there.
Yeah.
Since we have the schematics, we can say, okay, this is where we want to beam to.
BC, you're showing me something, and then I can use that to where we can beam to.
Yeah. I am. Yes. I thought that this was working, and I realize now that I don't have a light source here for you guys. So 1 second, let me get this in here. All players. Okay, so I don't want that then. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see. Okay, 1 sec. I am getting it. Figuring it out on the fly. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's about as good as it's gonna get. Okay, yeah, you guys are able to see. Are you guys all coming to this page?
My screen's black.
Yeah, mine is too. I'm looking for it. I'm going up and
Yeah,
down to
mine's
find
black.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about. So I'm not sure that I'll be able to. Let me try it in a reveal explorable darkness to you. Now.
Hey, there we go.
All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
see it.
All right, awesome. All right, so you guys see, this is the schematics for the command center.
Yep. Get over here. Okay. Interesting command center. Oh, it is a start base. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And you can tell by the layout, it's mostly supposed to be like admin
Right. Yeah.
and business. Like there's no like operations area where you see like in a your ship. You guys had
Mhm.
like a turret, a bridge, like an isolated, protected area. Like this is meant to just
Yeah.
be a business unit, basically, of the Federation.
So how many of us are there?
Or no?
3 or 4.
So there's 3 of you. 3 of you be coming into this place.
So you see the 3 hallways? Oh, there's 4. Oh, okay. I had to say one of us gets into this hallway, then we have them surrounded. You see what I'm saying?
Can you pay that hallway you're thinking of?
You can shift,
Yeah, you can
hold down, I
ping.
think.
Yep.
Yeah. If you shift and then hold, you'll ping for everybody. Or maybe it's just hold. Yeah.
Look at that, but that's fine. Right click.
Ping everyone. So I go there, and then
Here?
have somebody go, one there, have one person here, and then the other person can go probably over here. And then we have half this room covered. If we had a 4th person, they can go here, and then we have them surrounded, right? And we got protection and everything.
Is there a control room in here or something that controls the ship or the room?
Everything in here.
Is that a question to the computer?
I would, yes. Because I would think one of us needs to be close to that room.
So the computer command decisions are made.
Right
You
in the
have
middle.
docking up here in the top right, docking and communications. You had a nice break. And then the areas on the bottom, those rooms and the rooms on the top are mainly designed for meetings between. This is like a diplomatic center basically too. So it's for diplomatics and for logistics, and then all of the computers surrounding the control comm area are operations.
Right.
So why is
Makes sense.
that middle table is called tactical hollow display table?
Yes.
So I would think that has some kind of advantage, possibly, since it's, I don't know, tactical hollow display table. I feel like that's a clue, and I don't know what it means. Or I could just be reading into it.
I mean, this area up here, this is the docking dome control. Up here.
Right.
That part feels really important.
Communications, especially.
Is that one of the areas that I didn't see where you clicked, but is that one of the areas you were saying to go towards, Dad? Yeah.
I was saying that's one of the areas to go, but I was looking at having us on the outer edge focused in on a crossfire to see what's going on, and we'll have protection at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's important to be surrounding them, but also to know what rooms mean what in here. So yeah, the one of you go up there for sure.
Computer,
that.
is there environmental control for this room?
Let me think. Yes. These offices down here are generally designated for, since they're senior offices, these have permissions for such an action if you have officer
Where?
rank. That, and
Where?
then the tactical hub would be a place to do that, and then the senior officers room there would be another place to do it. Here, let me.
Sorry,
let me
I couldn't see where it was. It keeps on going away from me.
Yeah, I don't know why pinging on the bottom makes it. Here, let me ping a little higher.
Okay,
Maybe
it's
that.
in the bottom. That's fine.
Yeah,
The other the other option is we can take over environmental control and just hour. And we just
50 minutes.
you got to bring
50
the
minutes,
reactor back up too.
Yeah. Is this okay? So definitely one person upright. Every time you click on something, I'm getting moved all over the place. So I don't know where anything else is.
So I'll
but,
just describe it then. In the center is the tactical holo display. Directly below on the bottom is the senior officers. Directly to the left is the break area. Everything above is kind of your diplomatic offices, and then just to the right is the docking dome control.
Okay, Dad, why don't you go up to the top right? Because that has an advantage room. Lucas, where are you thinking of going?
That's where the environmental controls are anyway.
Yeah,
So
Lucas, go
that's
there.
good. That'd be good.
And then do you guys think I should either go to the left
Yeah.
over here, or should I just go right into this tactical holo display in the middle?
Yeah, you'll put yourself in jeopardy by doing that, but that's possible. It's your call.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have no cover there.
How do we know the environmental controls are down here?
Because the computer just told us.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
As you guys are talking,
Hey,
you get a little chee-chee.
do we?
You guys are like at this point in the elevator, and you're like going down to get ready to get off the ship. Basically, you're on your way to the
Do we have any
teleporting room.
flashbangs?
You hear, one sec. So you hear ping, and it's Cohen, and he says, Leslie, he says, "Hey, just wanted to let you know, Shui is safe. The antivirus work. It should cure any infected.
Right.
Says make sure to inoculate yourself. Just in case somebody touches you." And then says, "All right, we have to go secure main engineering." And then he cuts off. Dad, you're asking something?
Yeah. Do we have any
The
flashbangs?
Yeah, because of Garuth's prep roll from Lucas, which is pretty good, I will say that you guys decided you split the grenades that Leslie had, and so yes, you guys have one each. I'll say that.
Flashbang in there.
Yeah, well, you two need to get inoculated since I already am because I got stabbed in the chest. So make sure. So you two are inoculated before we go in there, and then I'm ready to deploy.
Yep.
How do I get inoculated?
And I think we just tell them that we're inoculating.
Computer.
I'll inoculate. I'll inoculate you if you inoculate me.
Yeah, shoot me. Shoot me.
Gay.
Ouch. Not in my ass. Sorry.
All right. So we're inoculated, and I think I'm gonna go right. behind right here, right behind
I'm
that
gonna go here.
thing.
And I'm going to the docking
Okay.
station. And I'm gonna throw flashbang to the nearest people I see in front of me.
Okay. All right.
We
All
do
right.
we
I've
do
got.
know that there's a battle going on as we go in there. Is that what you're
There
saying?
was a minute ago. I'm not on the console anymore, so when I
Yeah.
looked in the console, yes.
Computer chimes back and says yes. You can see that there's still something going on.
Okay. Yep.
You were coming down here. It looks like.
Yep.
Oh.
Right here.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna
Got
take
you.
it right in front of the store.
Yeah, like
The
by the
door?
duty offices. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
I'm right here, BC.
Okay. All right. We'll work on you next. All right. You are right there. And then, all right. Dad, where are you? Can you ping me where you'd like to go? Okay. All right. So you guys all land. You make it down to the teleporter, right? You have enough awareness and information to grab a couple of grenades, and what we'll do for that is we'll just have you we'll have you use the phaser weapon as well there, and then I'll just tell you the effects of it because I have the thing. I just don't want you to have to write down in your character sheet a new thing just to write a new thing down. So this is situational, so we'll just let me know when you want to use it, and I will use it. Don't forget, you also have different weapons as well. Anyways, all right. So you guys all make it to the end of the thing. You gun up. The Mad King. He draws his captain's pistol. He's ready for the fire. The fight here. He doesn't know. Obviously, first contact is important. And then Dubus arrives as well. Phaser raised. He's got a shock grenade in his hand, ready to loose it. And then Erwin is ready as well, and he's got. Let's see, what has he got? He has. Yeah, you come in with your phaser or your particle rifle?
Phaser and particle
Lucas,
rifle.
Erwin? Yeah, which one are you coming out with?
Well, I will come out with.
All of our guns have the attachment for the thing, right, BC?
Just because you asked it, I'll allow it.
Vaccine.
If it was a reverse, then no. But let's say if you wanted to get something with the attachment, it could fabricate it for you. Yes.
I'll go with the.
You guys
I'll go with
haven't fully teleported in yet.
I'll go
I
with
want mine on top. I want the vaccine attachment on top of mine. I'm not just coming out guns
I'll go with
blazing.
my phaser since it has more qualities than my
Okay.
particle rifle.
And I'm
All right, so
I'm assuming you want the vaccine on attachment too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we all have it. Yeah. No,
Okay.
makes
BC was
sense.
just saying that we had to describe it.
you guys
think.
all. Bear with me here.
1, 2, 3.
You guys all land in your place. You start to dematerialize. That unusual feeling of being in two places at once comes to you as you arrive in another place and materialize.
What?
I want to flashbang myself.
You look around, and hold on. Let me share your tokens with my character because he cannot see the screen right now.
You guys seeing something different?
Oh, I see the same thing.
You guys don't see anything?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I see it.
Oh, you should be able to.
I see that I'm in trouble.
They have vision, and you can see your character though.
Yeah.
No.
Lucas,
No,
not
I
here?
still see the
can't.
map of the thing.
Really? I wonder if it's because I did all of you guys at the same time.
I see everybody.
Yeah, let me try now.
Travis, the Captain Mad King is in great shape. I'm in trouble. And Lucas just has one person next to him, so he's in good shape.
Travis, can you see
Now-
now?
Yeah, now it's popped
Yeah,
up.
okay, I
still
can't
can't
do it all
see.
at once.
I'm in trouble. Look at all the people behind me.
Lucas, can you see now?
No.
Lucas is in good shape. Dad, you're. Oh boy.
People
My
behind
character
you
sheet
are
is also loading too. I don't know what happened to my character sheet.
people behind you are not a threat, Travis. I don't believe.
Yeah, so Lucas,
Oh,
try reloading.
If
I'm
they
not
have
sure
a
what's
green
happening.
green ring around them, then they're friendly.
So this is what
I
you
think
guys.
they're hiding
I
from
think
the
everybody's
battle.
hiding from the battle. If you get in the middle, you
Well, I
die.
think the people fighting are in
like.
my room.
Interesting. I just
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
reloaded.
You can see now, Lucas.
No. I'm gonna totally exit out of it by refresh it. It came back to
Here.
the same thing.
Yeah, Dad. I
Here,
think
let
if they have a
me-
green ring around them, that they're on our team.
I just don't think they're. I don't know. For sure, they're not in the battle. I don't think so. Or it could be our team because we're got green ring around them too.
Yeah, because we have a green ring.
Nothing. Just reloaded. Nothing.
Oh, that's weird. It dropped you from being able to control this. Okay, that's what it is. Right, you should
And
see
now I see everything. Dang.
Okay. All right, so you guys. All right, this is
There's
what
a
happens.
lot of people here.
I'll give you guys 5 minutes back for that. When you enter the command center, you notice Lieutenant Commander Chimp with 2 other senior officers in the middle of the room inside the shielded command hub. They have phasers drawn, ready to fire at their own people. Some already lay stunned on the ground. As you reappear as well, you look around. The Mad King can tell that the people behind him are just scared engineers and scientists.
Yep.
There are a couple people who are looking like they have sort of this green, like musty apparatus on them, like on their skin. They just lay unconscious currently in a couple areas, seeming as if they were running towards him. There's also a couple people in the middle who look like they were running towards Lieutenant Commander Chimp and his fellows. And Doofus, as soon as you materialize, you have the hairs in the back of your neck stand up, and you can tell not only is Lieutenant Commander Chimp like pointing a phaser in that direction, you can see that there are people around you that are confused by your appearance and also have a little bit of a greenish tint to themselves. Irwin lands,
Where's
materializes
Lieutenant Commander Chimp?
right in the middle, right here.
With the green thing?
Yeah, with the two, the
Or-
green ones in the middle are him.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Um,
BC. You continue.
Irwin materializes almost in arm's reach of one of the these mossy people. They're definitely Starfleet. They definitely have the uniforms. They look the part. They, are showing weird physical behaviors in their posture and their, what they're doing here. It seems like this person and being is both the person that they were, but also like not mentally aware of themselves or their body. All right. So this is how we're gonna do it. You guys are all gonna pick your moves. I'm gonna pick Lieutenant Commander Chimp and all of his moves, and then the rest of the people on the board will react. So we can keep a good flow here.
So you said about my guy, my people have a green. The people around me have a kind of like a green.
Yeah, musty. Anybody that doesn't
aura?
have anybody on the screen that doesn't have a green ring around them, I think has that green musty disoriented
bad
type
guys?
of a thing, Dad.
Oh, we
Yeah,
don't know.
basically they're infected, I think.
So my guy's infected or not? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think your guys are infected. Anybody that has a green ring around them on the screen, I think isn't infected.
Isn't?
Isn't.
That is
okay.
correct. Yes.
Like the
that
people
is
over to the left behind me are all people that are scared and they are not infected. They all have green around them. The people that don't have green are the ones that are infected.
So the people in the middle are infected?
Yes, other than the chimp that you can barely see. He's on that table or like right in the middle.
I can't see him. Okay.
Yeah, that commander chimp, I think right in the middle is not infected at this
Okay.
morning.
I know what I'm doing.
So as you guys materialize and start to take in the situation, you see one of these things jump a table, make a sprint for it, and they get there. You see a laser shot go off. All right, and make sure you have your character sheets up and ready to be rolling here. This will mostly be fitness and security, but we'll have you do some other things as well.
All right. I know what I'm doing. Let me know when you're ready.
Yep. Sorry, one sec.
What are you gonna do?
All right,
I'm
so
gonna
this
drop
guy,
my flash. I'm gonna drop my flashbang right where it's at and run. So when it goes off, it's gonna get the 5 people around me, or maybe the person in front of maybe 6.
All right, Dad,
But
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
run
you
and take
roll
cover from it.
3
Who are the people
fitness
with
and
X's
security.
on?
Those are ones that have already been stunned.
They're not dead though.
They're not dead, they're just asleep.
Okay,
stunned.
then what do you think? So you have no one around you that's
Yeah, I gotta
surrounded by
protect, I
4.
gotta protect my crew over
Actually
here.
6. I have 6 right
Luke,
next to
for
me.
sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm dropping my flashbang so I can take care of the 4 people in the room and hopefully the person on the desk. And I'm gonna run for cover before it goes off.
Are
Part of me is wondering if
you know-
we should shoot them all with the vaccine.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have enough time to shoot 4 people. They'll jump on us.
All right,
Well,
Dad,
that's what I was gonna. If you drop your flashbang, are you gonna run towards me, or both of you gonna run towards me, or somewhere else?
I'm gonna run to. Let me get my. I'm
Because
gonna
Dad,
run
if you run to the right,
there.
or yeah, that's fine. That's good. Because if you guys run to the opposite direction, then I might not be able to help as much. So
That makes sense, BC.
yeah. Why don't you put your guy where you think he should land, where you want him to be, and then I want you to roll 2 fitness and security, and then Lucas, Travis, whoever's ready. Why don't you tell me what you're gonna do?
well, we all only have one flashbang. I guess Lucas, tell him what you're gonna do first.
Hey, part of me wants to shoot this guy right here with the vaccine, just so that he's as closest next to me. I can only do one major thing. I can't shoot him and run. Can I? Or can I do?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah,
computer?
Yeah.
you can do that. That's what Dad's doing basically. He's dropping in a grenade and running. He's making an attack and moving. Yeah, you can do both.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Easy,
have you
can I-
also do the same thing, fitness and security, then, and then place your
Fitness,
character where you
fitness
want them
and security. Okay, thank you, BC.
to be. Yeah.
BC, can I
How
ask you?
far can I run?
a question of why the centerpiece is shadow, and there's that whole shadow through the right side?
Yeah, let me
Like, why can't we see what's happening to the chimp?
let me just clear that up.
Because
It's because of it's hard to draw walls in this tool in Roll20. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
I just wanted to know if I should be trying to help our chimp and protect him, because I don't know what's going on up there.
The two people inside are good with him, and they're all good, and then the people outside of him are down. So the ones that are around are like
Oh,
unconscious,
the one.
and then
Okay.
Okay.
All
but
right.
they
So
all
they're all
seem
good right
good.
on the inside. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where
So
did
if I use momentum, they say, is that additional task roll, or how do I use a momentum?
So momentum. This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna simplify
Thank
it.
you.
You're gonna start with 6. You're only gonna have 6. If you word something really well, then I'll give you momentum. If you throw in your values of your character and play it really well, like this goes to you guys got to tell me stories. So this recording is for Cone, but it's also something I'll use to help write the book. So feel free to elaborate on what your character's doing, even if it's mundane, if it's something exciting, whatever. And then I'll throw momentum around as that happens. Like go ahead and roll an extra dice or whatever. Momentum's mostly, Dad, for re-rolling or rolling more. And you guys start with 6, so feel free to use it if you want
What
anytime
do
here.
I add another dice, or just re-roll?
Yes, you can add another dice if you want,
Okay.
or you can re-roll one of your dice. So it's up to you. I mean, I would just say add a dice.
I'll just
Let's
add a
just say,
dice. It's simpler.
yeah, it is simpler. So
Okay, so Lucas, what were you gonna do?
I'm gonna attach my chain lightning attachment to my phaser called the charge, so it can attack multiple people at the same time. Is that possible, PC?
yeah. So I will let you do this. You can take two shots with the vaccine and no movement, or you can take a shot and move. It's up to, yeah, one of
I'll take
those two. Which would you
one
do?
shot on a move. And how far can I move?
So you're gonna move to where you want to go, and then you're gonna roll like Dad just did for Doofus, and then like based on the results for that, I'll put you where you are
I'd like
and
to
what
move
happens.
all the way. What do you think, Travis? This way?
For you?
Yeah, you want me to come near you, right?
Yeah, I
2,
think
2.
coming my way is
Sure.
probably good. I think that these guys are attacking the monkey in the center table and also starting to come my way. So we got to protect both.
I think I actually might
kind of
go. I might
directions.
want to go here in one level layer.
Yeah,
Okay.
just watch out for this guy, for these guys down here, and for obviously this guy.
And then roll for fitness,
2.
fitness and security.
How many twice?
Just one. I'm just gonna have you do one, just like Dad. We're gonna.
Oh, nice roll.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Travis, and then your pick here, your call, and then I'll tell you what all happens for you guys.
How far can I shoot my the word vaccine thing?
Anywhere in this room.
But it does. Oh, I can shoot
The what?
100 yards or whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's a rail gun, so it's all metal, and it just like gets like through electromagnetic, like it just pushes this really fast, super far. Like there is no like even contact with the metal and the rail. It's just diverting the phaser power into the rail system to shoot these super far.
Okay, so I have 2 actions I can take, right? So I could either move and shoot, or I could aim and fire. Is that correct?
Yes.
And aiming and fire helps my chances.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot this guy right here then.
Okay.
With
all right.
with
Roll
the
fitness.
vaccine.
Yeah, this is
Not with
daring.
my
This is daring and security. You're at a pretty far distance here. You're taking a daring
I'm
shot.
aiming and I'm
All
firing.
right. Okay, which means you can
roll this.
re-roll, right? If you
I don't know.
miss one. I think so. So let's say
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, I also shot. I wanted to shoot. I didn't specify BC, but this is the guy I wanted to shoot.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, Lucas. So you hit this guy. And he is cured. I'm just gonna put an X on them for now. Travis, you rolled medicine and fitness. I'll take it, I guess.
Oh God, I
Um,
forgot to switch it.
No, that's yeah. You know what? Let's have you roll again. Fitness,
Well,
daring, and security.
well, medicine kind of fits in with the
All right,
vaccine.
I'll let it fly. Travis, you hit this person. Roll challenge dice. You too, actually, Lucas. You need to roll challenge dice for now. So
Right
what you
now?
would do is you go down to your phaser and your weapon thing, and then you
A
press the
two?
phaser button.
Oh, press the phaser button.
Yeah, and that'll add your security plus the phaser damage
Is the challenge
dice. There
dice
you go.
supposed to be? Oh, the phaser button.
Yeah.
The phaser button.
All right. So you got 3. So yeah, this person gets hit and they're cured, but you didn't roll well enough to get around this table. You
Shit.
got here, and this person tripped you
Oh,
right here.
dang it! I'm dead.
But you know, he's not on you or anything. He just tripped you, clipped you. You're on the ground. All right, Travis, you hit this person, and it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So that person is also cured. There's a couple circumstances for when a person is cured or not, and you guys will have to figure it out as it happens. But, all right, that person's cured. Yeah, you rolled. Unfortunately, with the momentum and everything, not so great. You drop this as you are getting around it. This guy grabs you, and you can't get out. And the flashbang goes off, and all 5 of you are
Dead.
blinded. Not incapacitated, but just blinded, basically.
Mhm.
It's just a flashbang.
Mhm.
Where is the? There it is. Okay. All right. So
Oh,
these
Dad,
people, these.
taking one for the cause, huh?
Yep.
That's good. Buy us some time.
Right. And all right. So then everybody makes their moves here. I'm gonna roll to see if they get it or not, and then it's gonna be one big roll for them. All right. Oh wait, that's. They should went in pretty early. 7. All right. They slightly affected. The Lieutenant Commander Jim slightly affected by the blast from the flashbang. Uh, but it doesn't totally stun them. over this.
I don't see anything.
All right, everything is good. All right. Yeah. What are you guys' moves gonna be here?
So they just moved. No one fired at me.
That's a good question. Why don't you give me an insight and con roll here?
Zero.
Nobody. They don't seem to have their phasers with them.
But they're moving towards us, correct?
Yes, you can see that they are moving towards you.
What if they're friendly,
Um,
guys? What if they just want to give us hugs?
That's a good question.
All right.
I mean, we technically haven't been attacked yet.
But they are sick. But we can't get sick, right?
That's right.
So, what are we? Do we want to keep shooting them with the vaccine?
I mean, we
Probably.
have to at some point, anyways.
Maybe they don't have
Yep.
guns, but maybe they have
They just want to
melee
touch you so you can
weapons.
get infected.
Oh, we can't get infected.
They want us to get infected.
Yeah, that's why everybody else is scared.
Right.
Hurtling into the corners. Okay.
All right. So it's
Well,
your guys' turn.
it seems
Um,
like they're running towards the middle table.
I'm gonna get control of the captain. Yep.
So I think we defend middle ground.
Correct.
Yeah,
So-
I'm just gonna shoot the people around me twice, so I can shoot 2 people, right? BC.
yeah, I will let you do it for momentum. I'll let you shoot twice. The first one is you're kind of surprising the people. But this one is a regular round now, so if you want to do 2, you have to use momentum
Okay,
to
I
shoot
will do
twice.
that. I'm gonna shoot this guy and this guy.
Okay. Security, daring, and security. Travis, what are you doing? Travis, give me a presence and command roll here. And then Dad, what are you doing with Doofus?
You so the guy's holding on to me, right?
Yeah, he's got his hand on you. It's not like grappled or anything. He's just like got his hand on you.
Okay, so I know
still.
where he's at, even though I'm blind, and he's blind.
Yeah, you can tell he's just to the right of you. He's got like his hand on you. You
So,
can't tell if he's like. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna grab my gun and shoot him blindly,
Okay.
knowing where he's at.
Yeah, make daring and security or fitness and security, whichever
It's a
one.
vaccine, right?
The vaccine, yeah, of course.
Right, sure.
Of course. Oh, great! How do I get these guys? I had to reset my progression. I lost everything. Hold on.
All right, Lucas. Yeah, actually, Travis. So you hear people from behind you. You can hear one person kind of like, Mad Captain? Is that like they start talking to each other as they're like huddling in fear, like they're starting to look over the edge of the thing, like, is that the Mad Captain?
That captain.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Daring and what BC you want me to do?
Daring and security.
And security, okay.
All right. So I think it's probably best we get an understanding of what's going on in this room. So I think instead of actually attacking people, I might take a defensive position and talk to these people behind me.
All right, I will give you momentum to use in that interaction. But let's have Dad. Okay. All right, so this is what happens to Lucas and Dad. So Lucas, you turn to shoot this guy. He grabs you right away. You're quick enough as he's like holding your arm that you see the guy behind him who's running after you coming, and you pull the trigger and you are able to put actually roll challenge dice for this. But this guy, as you're firing, you just got. He basically
Frick.
tackles you, and you are on the ground.
I'm done.
Sorry, roll the phaser thing there.
Did it.
Okay, cool. So you hit him, and he's
Which guy? The
like
guy on
crawling.
me?
No, the guy behind him. You pull the trigger, you see the like phaser line up as you're like falling with
Okay.
this guy who you missed, and you're able to hit this guy. And he's crawling right now, but he is not like he seems to be fighting it at this point. Then so Travis, you start to make your way back. You get like a little update in your ear from the computer, and it says, the pilgrimage is entering high gravitational power state. And then like Cohen or Leslie come on and say, like, Captain, I'm gonna try. There's something in here on the reactor. I'm gonna try to put a lot of energy into it, see if I can't burn it off. And he just like goes quickly. As you arrive up with these people here, what are you gonna say with these people?
Status update. Let me know what's going on in here.
Okay. As you're asking this conversation, this guy, Ted, you try to shoot him, but he grabs you, and you guys are now like engaged in grappling here. You're not prone by any mean, but you guys are in a grappling state. He is no longer blind, and you're no longer blind. The other ones still are. And trust, they answer you, and they just say like, we're not sure what happened. We took some small damage early on when we first got here, but we had no issues getting to the planet. But all of a sudden, like we did a weapons test, something just tore through the whole of our ship. We went into lockdown, and we're trying to sustain the Foro. But like we kept taking asteroids, and they just kept coming in and hitting the furrow, and like we made some progress, but then all of a sudden like people were acting weird, and we're not really sure, but they seem to want to get to the captain in the middle there, and they've been trying to get to us.
Okay. So is my actions done, or
Yeah,
is that one action, or is that both of them?
yeah, it's about 6 seconds of interaction. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so captain shoots again. That's gonna try to take out this person right there in front of him, and hits. And then does enough to take this one down. So this person is down now. She shoots, and she tries to. They both miss. This person's over the table. This person's over the table. A view here of getting to there. This one also hops over, and this one starts running over to
Oh no.
help out and try to. And then you see more just flooding out of like the doors in the bottom. You see a couple more coming through, out in lots of different directions. You guys, Travis, make a insight and command roll here.
Say command roll.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
I know where I'm going next. I think I know what I'm doing next.
All right, Travis, you can tell that's a great roll. You can tell that like these that they are basically trying to grow their number. You can tell that this is an army at this point of infected, and you guys are heavily outnumbered. And if they get to the captain in the middle, you're not sure about their intelligence yet. They seem to be not very physically strong yet either. You guys are definitely in trouble at this point.
Us three are in
yeah.
trouble.
The whole 4-0. The 4-0, this could, leak. You guys are, again, heavily outnumbered. And right now, yes, you three are out. And
Because I could give him a speech and then I could unvac or I could vaccinate. One of them, right? With two.
you
I'm
actually
back.
what this replicator would be.
If they can do that, that's even better.
Yeah, that's for your presence in command room. You reset
That's okay.
themselves.
Can I use
Yeah.
the momentum on that?
You should
Additions
do it
to
in
their
different.
guns.
That's the
There's
Marsh guy.
basically an army coming
Tennessee,
after
what's
you
your
guys now,
role
so
gonna be here? It's kind of just like ducking behind this desk coming.
Okay, well, I see
at
there's
you here.
people in here, this room. Part
Yeah.
of me thinks now I should run to that room and also give them the vaccine.
Okay. Give me a fitness and security, and then a daring and security.
Fitness and security.
Dad, what are you gonna do with Doofus?
Okay. Fitness and security. Security.
I wonder if there's a reason why the chimp is trying to hold down
Because
that
he's a
spot.
commander.
There.
That's you command.
I know that's what I was thinking of doing.
But you would have been shot at too, so.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to vaccinate these guys.
All right, Lucas, you are
I think it
able
worked
to
out
get
just
out
fine.
from being prone here and grapple to this person. You can't move though this round, and you're able to, like, while they're kind of looking through, you just these guys in the shoulder, so they're vaccinated at this point. The other person, yeah, and then the guy next to you is still kind of on the ground.
Which guy did I hit?
Struggling to his feet. You hit the first person, the one in the first.
Okay,
Stall. I'll
great.
just
Be
pull
going
out a little.
to sleep, or are they becoming a part of our squad?
When you vaccinate, go through the process of like being cured, and that takes, like, for you took about like 20-30 seconds, and you have a high like physiological like presence for being a Vulcan, and these people are just like kind of your, like, scientists and engineers. They're not used to this
They're
kind
human.
of
They're human.
thing. So
Speak
yeah,
speak.
there it is. They'll take the. Right.
Oh, okay, that clarifies it. Thank you.
Dad, what are you gonna do with the?
Well, I can't see anything.
Oh, that's right. You are no longer blind now. Thank you.
Oh, that makes a big difference. And so, how am I grappled? Well, he's on one side of the station. I'm on the other side of the station. So, how are we grappled? Above, below?
Over
What's
the top.
happening there?
When you dropped the grenade, you ran like around. You were about to duck underneath, and then he like kind of grabbed you and like pulled you over like the thing, and then it went off, and you got a little blinded from it too, and then like you're kind of like both like over the top of this desk, like he's holding your arm.
Do I still the phaser in my hand?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Can I shoot the
Yeah.
guy?
Give me a daring and security.
Let's see. Let me go. I gotta go find him. Hold on a second here. There it is, Doofus. And daring and security. Okay, I already have that. Okay. And a roll. Not my strong suit.
All right, Dad.
Okay.
Give
Hey.
me a reason and a engineering as well.
All right. I can give you a lot of reasons for engineering. Okay. And okay. Okay.
So, roll your phaser dice as well. You're the phaser in, and you're like holding it, and he's just trying to fight you. He knows at this point they seem to be aware that this is like, gonna wipe the virus out. So dad roll. Yep, there it is. Okay, you hit him, and it's enough to like make him let go of you, but he's not fully back
Covered
free
yet.
to
Right.
move. With your reason and engineering, you can see that you have a pretty straight shot to the security hub here, without like any infected looking at you. Otherwise, you're kind of in a pickle here.
To have a pretty good shot towards security hub.
The engineer or the like main tactical hub is in the middle of the room. Like mostly up here. You see that you have a
Okay,
clear
so
path.
in other
That
words,
would be
head
your
head to
best
that.
reasonable guess.
Yes. But I have a
Yeah.
question though. Since I have this, I forgot what it's called, and let me look it up real quick. I have this ability to create time bubbles.
Yes.
How far away can I? Do I have to be next to it? Can I do it off in the distance?
Right now it's from you. It comes from you, so it has to be with you. In the future, there are potential, depending on the story paths you guys take, there are potential for your gravity things to upgrade. But at the moment, no. Yeah.
You understand my question? I can create a time bubble and put people inside a time bubble, and they can operate at a different time, faster or
Yeah.
slower. Do I have to be part of that
Yeah, it's
bubble?
from you. It originates from you, is what I'm
Oh,
saying. In the
shoot.
future, you might have that ability.
Okay. So I'll run. How far can I
You
run?
can run 60 feet, I believe. So you can get to here, but this is difficult terrain. So I'll have,
But probably
I'll say
be
you can get to right here,
probably
basically.
right on here, since I have to go around it. Unless I jump the train.
The other,
Yeah, I mean, you can
other
jump
guys
those.
have
Those are
been
just
jumping.
death.
The enemies have been jumping them dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. In that case, I'm gonna find my guy. Go, baby, go, go, baby, go. How's that?
All right. I'm gonna have you roll again, medicine and daring. See if you can, quickly get everybody vaccinated this turn, and then have a chance to move, or if you have to wait. Lucas, think about what you're doing. Same with you, Dad. This guy's gonna try to come and tackle you as you jump over this other desk. Let's see if he gets you. He does not. He just jumps over and flips over here. Um, they all kind of move in. Let's see. I'm gonna have him roll.
And he jumped out. I'm gonna shoot him in the ass.
So they all hit. Actually, they hit the people who are coming up. And let's see how much it is. All right, one is downed. The other one is still moving. Um. All right, and then there's this other one. He's coming up. All right, Lucas. Two people are gonna make an attempt at you. All right, I need you to roll fitness and security once. And then
Okay, fitness and security. Done.
All right, so you are able to deflect him doing that mostly. They are starting to really swarm in to the middle here. You do. You guys all have it.
You had me roll a while back. I don't know what it was for again.
Yeah, you're right. So you'll have this. So this is where you'd come. This is
Okay.
where you're in it now. And yeah, what do you guys? What's the move here?
Well, what's my roll made? I don't even know what it's for.
It was to see how long it would take you to have to
So what
do
is it?
the
Is it
vaccines.
more or
You just did it.
longer or
You lost the
quicker?
round basically. You re-rolled.
Oh,
And it
so
gave
I'm
you.
all done. They're all vaccinated and their guns are equipped now?
That's right. I need to roll for their guns being equipped. They've only had one chance to roll so far, so let's do engineering. So they are partially there. They still are not ready yet, though. You can see they're all like over here at this point trying to fabricate it. A couple of them are handing some vaccines out to each other. And you realize that they have everything they need. They might need. One of them reaches out and grabs an extra vaccine from you, so they still have to fabricate that to load their guns. But yeah, you are freed up to do what you want, but they are not ready yet.
Yeah, they're gonna take time.
Yep. Can pinch this guy head that way because Vulcan pinch doesn't kill anybody, right? Just knocks him
Just
out.
incapacitated. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Vulcan pinch him, and since I touch people, I also get to like see into their mind or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Roll fitness and security. I like it. And you can roll 3 dice. This seems like a very momentum thing to do.
That's insecurity.
All right, now roll your baton weapon. Perfect. All right. So you almost, after 4 years, or after many years as a child being on desolate planets, and having to protect yourself, the Vulcan pinch for you was natural. It wasn't even something that was really taught. You just knew it. Then, when you were brought into the Starfleet, they made sure to let you know that is one of your most powerful things as a person in Starfleet, as an individual, and a move in combat. You just stroll up to this person who's struggling, slightly infected. They reach out to you. You just like swipe their hands, grab them, pinch them on the shoulder, and it's just like this gentle, graceful pinch. You hardly even hurt them, but you manage to see into their mind, and incapacitate them as you do it.
Just use my pinky.
You see a you see this blobby mass, and I don't have a way to show it. It is this big moss sphere, basically, and it's just got tendrils connecting to this power source, and it's just pulling power from what looks like a reactor. You see this thing's just like essentially like doing this, and it's growing things. Each at the bottom of these vines, you can see that there are these like cocoons almost with something inside of them, and you see all of a sudden you see Cohen, you see Leslie in the reactor room, and it's something similar to what you were just seeing that he's seeing, and you could see that this thing just like replicates into another cocoon and more vines and just grows. And Cohen yells, Leslie yells, cut the power!" And you see like instantly it just slowly deflates a little bit in its size and in its energy levels. But for the next round, you guys, these people will have twice. They'll have adapted genes. So you'll have to roll two effects in order to take out an infected.
Oh, so
from
there's a
run out.
blob that feeds off of energy of the ship and other things, and more power. Is that what I just took from that? I think. Okay.
Yep. Yes.
So what's the strategy, Captain?
Well, I think we still got to take all these people down, and we need to not feed that blob anymore. From Cohen's angle, need to radio him and tell him to stop freaking giving him more energy.
So is the best strategy to just shoot them all by ourselves, or should I go over and give these people the vaccine and so that they can start shooting them too?
Oh, there's two people down there. I would.
There's multiple people over here in this thing, and then there's these people too. There's people all over the place.
Oh. Yeah. I didn't even see any of those people. Yeah. I'd go give them the vaccine. The more people we have, the better, I think. But if you go down there, then there's going to instantly be 5 or 6 people that are inside your room with you. So you're either.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. So are these people going to start fighting with us?
Did you use your flashbang already?
No.
I dropped your flashbang and sprinted into that room.
That's a good idea. So are these people ready to help us now or no?
That's a question for BC. They all have their vaccines, so they can't get injured by these people or infested by these people. But I don't know if their guns are ready yet or not.
What's the status on these people?
You can see them tinkering. They don't have anything solid yet, but they're over there tinkering with the fab machine.
They're tinkering.
It would take too long for them.
Okay. I'm gonna do what Travis said. I'm gonna drop a flash bomb, flash grenade, flash thing, and I'm gonna run over to this room where these people are at.
Okay. Thank you for so well. Okay, so yeah, put your character where you said you wanted to. You're just dropping it right where you're at right now, basically.
Here.
All right, roll a fitness and security.
Rick.
Dad, what are you doing with Doofus? You guys have 2 or 3 momentum left if you want to re-roll or add dice or anything still too, by the way. Yeah.
No, fine.
Dad, sorry.
I'm gonna shoot the guy that I'm gonna shoot him in the ass as he jumped by me. So I'm gonna shoot this guy. And that guy right
daring
there.
and security. And Jess, what about you?
I can't really do anything for my guys anymore. They're just tinkering, right?
You're gonna go in the high.
You see that they, yeah, you do you, and then I'll tell you what they do.
Okay. I'm gonna go far of a shot is this? I'm gonna shoot this guy if it's not too far of a shot. Let's see how far of a shot this. 50-foot shot. Is that good enough? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy. BC. I'm trying to click on him.
All right. All right. So you guys, you get a comm. You get a comm from Leslie at this point. And okay, so actually, hold on. Let's do your thing first. So you start shooting all this stuff. All of a sudden, you hear a bit of a bang. Like the ship kind of vibrates a little bit. You're assuming that this has to do with running the energy up and then down. As this happens, so you guys are all like in your motion of shooting, and you all manage to like miss. The flashbang goes off and gets everybody, but it was mistimed.
Yeah.
Lucas is also blinded by
Right.
it. Erwin is. Jess, did you roll? Security.
No,
Doofus
about to.
shoots this guy who
For my
tries to
shot?
jump at him, but he just misses slightly,
Oh, that was not good.
and so does the Mad King. This like burst of energy just shifts the ship slightly as you are about to fire, and you all just drop your shot and miss. Then you hear Leslie come over the comms and say, it says it runs on energy and does not affect non-organic materials. It can be diminished through removal of power. He said also it could be the reason that the 4.0 is losing its energy. It has no power. And then, yeah, you hear him cut out, and like all of a sudden he's in a fist fight with somebody. All right, your guys' move. So this guy, let's see, I'm gonna do a couple things here. Roll a couple times. All right, let's do the crewman first. So the crewman passed. They get it, and I'm gonna roll to see how quickly they can get it all set up. All right, so half of them have it in this first round, and then the other half will have it in the next round. So it's 4. All right, one of them hits, but it doesn't do anything to them. You can tell that their design of this weapon is not as good. But 4 of them are loaded and ready to fire. The other 5 are over, ready to make their changes. The infected. Okay, so the first one that's over here runs just right past you, Doofus, and goes straight for this. These people were able to stop one of the people who coming up. It was this person, but they weren't able to stop the other one. This one's also right here. You can tell now that there's like a shield that's around them, but they are starting to get a lot of people. And you can't really tell exactly what.
Wait, is Lucas in that room, or is he completely
Yeah, I was gonna
blinded?
ask. I put my guy back. Where you?
No,
Oh, I
you
stumbled in.
just like stumbled in.
Okay.
Like right as you were getting in, yeah, you got like a reflection off of the wall. Just blinded. Something this turn. But for
So
the next 2 turns, I'm gonna have your eyes off.
I think they're all coming for the middle dead. Not to be a table talker. I think I'm gonna start heading your way with all my people.
And go ahead, but I'll contact Leslie and see if she can cut the power off to the whole ship.
Because it feeds. It's feeding the blob.
It's feeding the blob. It's feeding this. If we cut that power on, the blob leaves. Maybe the virus goes away with it.
VC was also saying that they're trying to get to the middle because it sounds like they're trying to get the shields to come down. Them do what they want them to do. Yeah, if you could, Dad, I would use like a momentum, not for an actual task, but BC, will you give him like a whatever it is, like a perception and blah 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 roll? How do we get those? Do you just decide
tell
if we get
me
one of
what
those?
you want.
I know
You can use
what
momentum.
I know what I'll
appreciate it
do.
too.
Let all these people come. How big is my time bubble?
So 5. So it'd
30
be,
feet?
or sorry, 5. Sorry, 10
10
feet is what I
feet.
meant. Actually, hold on. What does it
Let
say
me
in your
find it.
thing, Dad? Oh, 20-foot radius for the time bubble.
Where I'm at.
And you can draw you something.
There you go. So what I'm thinking about doing is moving
in the
down,
middle, and then
put this time bubble and slow things down tremendously to give enough time for people to come in and shoot with the antivirus.
yeah,
That makes sense?
yeah.
All right, that's what I'm going to
Sounds good
do.
to me.
All right,
So
You're
Dad.
gonna go right down to the table in the middle.
I'm going to go right, yeah, on my side of the table, yes. So I'm going to go to here, right about there. That's 20 feet should cover it. And then what do I need to roll, BC?
So this will be your determination for the round.
Yeah,
And
20.
then you would roll control and engineering.
I would go a little closer, Dad. I think 20 feet is just a little.
Okay, I'll go a little
Forward a bit.
closer. Hold on a second.
Well, I
It
mean,
says,
the
it says
monkey.
for the time bubble, you could extend your time bubble 20 feet. You're right, BC Control Engineering. Cost is one determination. You're right. Okay, so
I mean,
I'll move down.
unless you want to stay right there, because then the monkey's outside of the time bubble, so he doesn't slow down.
Yeah, but you got people attacking him from the other side.
Are you slowing the time inside or speeding the time inside, Dad?
Slowing the time inside.
Okay.
I mean, is there people attacking him from the other side where Travis is, for Lucas is at?
Yeah, there's a couple.
So I just need to go down there and create this bubble and then let everybody walk into it and
Yeah.
then get slowed down.
Yeah, just go right into the middle of it. Go to the table. Go up there with them and
Well, I
do
can't
it.
go in through the shield.
There's a
Yeah.
shield?
Yeah, the shield preventing people from going in.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
gonna
know
break
that.
soon.
Oh, the
So-
shield is for the inside of there. I thought it was for the
No,
whole
it's
ship.
for inside of there,
okay.
protecting the captain.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm going to do the time bubble, which is what was it again? I forgot. Shoot. Sorry. It was time bubble is
Control and engineering.
control and engineering. All right, so I need to go back up here. Control and engineering. Control and engineering. Okay, and roll. I'm going to use my determination. Focus. And task. Is it a task roll, right? So do that. Have no clue what happened. Lost it. All right. Did it work? I don't know if it worked or not.
Yeah, controller engineering. Yeah, 0 and complication.
Hold on, this thing got all messed up here. I gotta go fix this. Sorry. Oh, 0-0? Oh my gosh, that was a terrible roll.
Do a momentum, Dad. Reroll.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, I will re-roll.
Right, so you guys have
All right,
one momentum
re-rolling.
now.
Test.
All right,
That's still
I
better.
will give this to you, Dad. Because you're slowing time. I will say that every two rounds, everybody gets 2 rounds outside of the bubble.
Okay.
And I think. All right, so Travis, Lucas, what do you guys?
I'm just curious, what can I do when I can't see anything?
You tell me.
I mean, maybe you're blind and you could still hand them the
Yeah,
antidote.
that's what I was thinking. I'll hand the people next to me antidote. Also, 2 of them, I believe, one of them got the vaccine. The other 2 didn't. Can I vaccine the 2 of them and then also hand them the antidote?
Yes. Give me a fitness and security roll.
So I got a question for you, BC.
I'm not good at
Yeah.
those.
What the guy I shot earlier back up in the very beginning, why is he attacking?
Okay, so you hit one, but you didn't necessarily
Oh, okay.
it's
Okay.
still infected, but not as much. Yeah, Lucas, you were able to hand them the vaccines here. They're all vaccinated, but they have no way of helping fight back at this moment. Travis, what are you gonna do?
I am gonna move and fire. I'm gonna come down to Lucas a little
Okay,
bit.
so while I'm gonna
Like,
let
because
I'm gonna
I
let
think
this.
all those got in here and shoot
Okay.
one of these guys.
Yeah, so these guys start firing, and then I'll let you pick who you're going to fire at. But they hit 4 and vaccinate 3. Just like a firing squad up here at this point.
Nice.
Is this guy right here knocked down? And same with this one.
Yeah, they're both like on their way to being vaccinated, but aren't yet.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, and this one's down. Oh, that one's down.
yeah, that one just got hit. So they are all firing now, like full capacity. And then it is your guys' turn again before we go back to the group in the middle.
Here, BC. What do I have to use for firing? So I was supposed to shoot daring and security, control, fitness.
Oh yeah, sorry, daring and security.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
And then I got to use the captain's gun.
Yes.
And it was going to be one of these guys. Not this guy.
Who are
We're
you?
getting close to the middle, Lucas.
Who are you hitting, Travis?
This one. I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but
Okay. Yeah, you hit him and you managed to vaccinate him.
Sorry, what's getting close to the middle, Travis? I can't see anything.
all the guys are getting close to the middle. You're
bad
doing the
guys?
right thing. You're vaccinating your crew over there,
Okay.
so whatever
Right,
you got.
right.
It's your Lucas's turn, or is he
Yeah,
done?
it's
went
both of
already.
you guys'. Yeah, it's gonna be both of you guys'
Oh,
turn
it's
again.
both of us again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I just also? So I rolled a 0, but you said I was able to give them the antidote.
Yeah, you get. They have the antidote. They just can't use it.
Okay, I'm hopping both of these tables we see, and then I'm trying to shoot this guy.
Oh, that should be whisper wall.
Is there any
Um,
information that we feel like we need to try to get from them still? Because I have telepathic abilities, and I'm not sure if there is though.
so yeah,
I Vulcan pinched him. Got
Yeah,
some
remember
mind
that.
stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah,
What were
actually,
you
that's
saying,
the least
DC?
of our problems right now. Because we don't take care of these guys in the middle,
Yep.
and they get to the command council, we're all dead.
I'm just wondering what I should do now. I have one more round of being blind, but I don't know if there's much I can do.
I shot one of those guys in the middle.
you're probably not blind anymore. Yeah, you shoot him and you took one of them out. Lucas, you can see again. There's
Okay,
2 people outside
great.
your door. And then there's just firing squad. At this point, like the tide has turned for you guys. You can tell that mostly. So they'll get a turn. Turn this round, and we'll think that's the last.
Thanks
Lucas,
to me.
what were
I'm
you gonna
out
do for
towards the
your turn?
middle.
Okay. Oh man, this. Okay. Make a daring and security roll. You are watching as you're doing this, Lucas. You see, you pop this guy right outside
Great.
the door. Roll challenge dice. I'm sure you'll get it, but
With my
just
gun.
double check there. You
This.
pop this guy. Yeah, you get there. And you convert over. These guys attack the wall. You see them just like on the wall now, just like scraping at it. It they don't do any damage though. They don't know how to do anything to destroy this. And then you hear Cohen, Leslie chime on the thing again, and he says, they learn from just a heads up. They got really good at fighting me at some point. And then he chimes off. And then these guys get another line of firing, and you guys get a turn. And let's see if you guys really need to do much more up here. Again, this firing line was, I think, 79. All right. All right. Three more have been hit. Lucas, Travis, and then we'll wait another round until we get to Nicholas.
What now? What was that last thing you said?
All right. So I'm just gonna run through this for the sake of time. You guys have turned the
Yep.
tables. And super slow. You just launching in these trajectories, these injections, and they're just knocking everybody out. The people who are jumping over the things, you see them just slow as they get to the edge of the bubble here, and you're able to just like work around them, and they are firing in there at the same rate, and you just see that those people all eventually are cured, and these people just are working their way down. I'm getting to kind of like come to their senses. Like everybody's looking around. Nobody seems infected anymore. It's like this sigh of relief. The way that they were going to manage this infection, it was going to be at this point it had passed the catalyst to spread through the whole ship. Commander Lieutenant Chimp lowers this, starts like checking on everybody. What do you guys do? Just start helping people up. You hear him call down to Med Bay. He's just doing things. He's like waving at you. Hey, come on. come help these people. Like, he like finally sees the mad captain. He says, like, oh my goodness, is it you who saved us?
Am I supposed to respond?
He's talking to
Yeah.
you.
I didn't know. Didn't know if he was still going. No, it's the crew. Help everybody out. So let's get you all vaccinated. Make sure everybody has a vaccinated dose, and let's spread it throughout the entire ship to make sure that nobody else gets infected.
Oh, we got to get rid of the creature on the reactor.
Yeah,
As
we gotta
soon as you say that, Dad,
figure out
that
that situation.
you beat me to it, unfortunately. But find it. Where is it? He just like here.
Oh no.
Powers failures imminent.
Yeah, shut the power off. Go ahead and shut the power off and get rid of the creature. Or ground him.
He runs over. He says, "If we shut off the power, we're going to be exposed to the asteroids."
Well, don't shut off the power shut off the power for how long to the asteroid's impact?
You guys are at this point in the asteroid path. Like you're actively taking small asteroid impacts. But I will roll based on how long we've been, and but yeah, it's risk. You know that much. The computer says like there are asteroids that are destroy the ship before we turn the power back on.
I say get the starbase and shut the power down. Yeah. Who says the creature won't get into
What's
our
the creature
reactor?
doing at this point?
He's
You
still
guys would have to go
Yeah.
and see.
We have to go down the reactor.
You guys want to do that?
I say warp us. I know, warp us, not warp us. Transport us to the reactor.
As you like start to, he starts to input the message. You see, he knows as much as you know. You hear as you enter this. Let me bring. As you enter this room, and you can't see. You guys enter the reactor room. You guys see this interesting mossy creature, and it's got this. This is a bit of a 3D room. It's got these like weird little cluster things hanging at the bottom of it. You can see with the power off, these things are starting to dwindle. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Where's this mossy creature at?
It's like on the reactor, up at the top here.
Okay,
and
sorry.
it's got these vines that
I
lead
see
to
it
these
now.
pods.
Okay, I had to go zoom out.
Power off. It's starting to dwindle, but so we don't want to do any more power. That's for sure.
Could I could I try to use my telepathic ability?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I think I would like to try to connect to it.
All right, give me an insight and con roll here.
Can I do a Vulcan gravity pinch that drains energy from things?
Do it, Travis. Do it. This is what these things
That's
are
funny.
for.
What are you gonna
I
pinch?
don't know. Can I take the energy from it?
Yeah, give it if you want to. Give it a shot.
I
And
know.
look,
I'm gonna pinch some moss or something. That's kind of weird, but I'll try it, I guess.
Travis, you've pinched weirder.
That's true. Little French tickler. Go-
all right.
Go ahead, Lucas. You do it first.
I already did.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, you go up and you try to get a sense of this thing. You can tell that it doesn't operate in the state of as you. This is why you probably didn't notice that people were infected, and that like you didn't have connection to them anymore. Was you're used to hearing everybody's voices all the time. You almost have this like four-dimensional map of where everybody is on the ship because of this sense. You didn't notice that people were like leaving because you didn't sense a new voice, and as you try to hear them, you really hear only the thoughts of crew and their memories, nothing tangible.
Oh. Well, I can't connect to
Um,
this thing.
I got an
yeah, Travis.
idea.
Yeah,
I got an
You
idea.
see, what things do I use here?
it'll tell you in your
Vulcan
character sheet. It should.
gravity bench tells me which one to use.
Yeah, it should if you expanded it. I think it's
Expand
fitness
it.
and security. I would
All right,
assume.
I'll let you guys figure it out. All right, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, presence.
Presence and security. Well, what's your idea, Dad? Before I do mine, because if I end up somehow taking away I don't know. Are you trying to read its
No,
mind, or what are you trying to do?
I have an ability to warp matter's time ability, which means I could touch this creature. We could shut the energy power off temporarily. I could touch the creature and I could speed up time, incredible amount of time where the creature thinks it has no energy, even though it's not that much time for us, but for the creature's perspective, it's not going to receive any energy for quite a bit of time. It might disconnect.
Okay. Do you want to? Can we do ours in unison?
No, I
Double
would
combo.
I would do it first, because maybe you could find some information first.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I can. Okay, let me try it.
Okay.
You see-
Presence and security. Okay. So you do this. As you do this, Travis, you come up and you hit it. It basically you drain some power from this. Roll challenge dice for your baton. All right, 3 of these like little pod things explode, and you see people. These people at first look like that's the wrong thing to be. At first look like people who should be on the ship, but then you start to see that like they've got this weird look to themselves. They almost look like a little bit smaller. They wish they were a baller. They have this kind of like mossy tint to them, but more than most others did. Like they seem almost like they aren't even really themselves anymore. They're not like
Shoot them.
what they
Shoot
used to
them.
be.
Shoot them. Are they close?
And then on the top deck, you do see one big one kind of comes out. Like this one's bigger than the average person, like maybe 7 feet.
Wow.
The other ones seem to be like 3 feet. Struggling a lot, but this one up here seems to have absorbed most of the energy.
All right. I'm gonna. Whatever
What are you gonna
happened to the other character, Lucas' character? I forgot his name. Sorry.
He
Erwin.
tried to connect with them, and
But nothing.
no, nothing.
All right. I'm gonna touch the creature and do that time warp thing. I'm gonna tell the captain.
Yeah.
Can we shut the power off from down here? There's a
Yeah,
console.
there's a console down here.
Okay.
Try that.
So I'm gonna have Lucas, when I tell you shut the power off, and I'll touch this thing and speed up time for this creature, and we'll then we'll see what happens. And Travis, you could shoot these other guys.
Okay.
That fair?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Well,
Alright.
BC, do these other guys get a turn after Dad takes his turn? Since Lucas took mine and I took mine already, and Dad's taking his first one, or is it just
Reason and
again?
science.
This will
Reason
be
and science.
yeah. You guys will have this turn, and then they'll act. So after his turn, then they'll act, and then you guys will have your turn again.
Okay, so I can't shoot at them then
Not yet.
until they've taken a turn. Okay.
Not yet. Okay. All right.
Ready? Here we go. No zeros.
All right.
You gotta use your momentum, Dad.
Oops.
Or
There we
BC can
go.
give you the results. Yeah.
All right. So you're able to warp the time of this, Dad. So everything that's connected to it is going to act slower. For this.
Faster. Faster.
Oh, sorry, faster for this. You see, this guy up here is still kind of connected to it. As you do this, as it's like coming out of this cocoon, and it just like shrivels and like passes. This one is already kind of out, like walks over here, and then this one's also out, and it's like up on the railing up here. You do see, as soon as you do this, and you tell the captain to do this, you see that these other two cocoon things explode, basically shrivel away from what they were around, which are these people. And then you see that some other ones came up through it. And then yeah, it is your guys' turn again. You also see the mass slightly diminish in size.
So the reason I have a dark screen is because it's dark, right?
I think it's because your persons might be in behind this. I put him at the console here.
Okay, I see. So what are they? The cocoons are shriveled up. Are the people still there?
The cocoon shriveled, and each of these people is basically this moss creature, whatever this is. It seems to be a combination of both the organic material of the person, the infection, and technology that seems to also have been morphed within this cocoon
Oh, okay.
to modify the organic.
How many creatures are there?
There are 4 right now, 3 little ones, 1 big one. Yeah.
Shoot them, Travis.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing really to do is shoot them with the.
And call the captain for reinforcements to bring reinforcements with their down here too. We could use the reinforcements.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot them with the vaccine, and we'll call for reinforcements.
All right.
Sounds good. What's the thing again? Fitness and
fitness and security, or daring and security. And then roll your challenge dice after, because that's what we'll use here mostly. Okay. Which ones are you after?
one closest to me that's like really right on top of me.
Okay. That one is you hit it, and it doesn't like the other ones, like kind of. You don't see the mossiness kind of shrink away and then find something underneath. This just like kind of shrivels. You see, like kind of turns into, ununiform mush on the ground, and like almost becomes
shriveling.
ash in a way. And it's gone.
That's a little more than shriveling.
Yeah.
Is that the Wicked Witch of the West or East or something like that? Anyway, so I'm shriveling. All right, Lucas, what are you doing?
you think I should do?
Shoot him.
Shoot him. All right.
Shoot one of the little ones. We'll get the big one last together.
Okay. I will do that.
Yeah, what are you doing, Dad? What are you gonna do with your
I'll
character?
shoot the other little one, but I don't know where I'm at. I'm trying to find where am I.
I'm right here, so I'll shoot this one. I'll shoot this. Why can't I ping? I'll shoot this one.
Okay.
Actually, no. Someone moved my guy.
Sorry,
Oh.
sorry. Yeah, I think I got you guys confused. He was supposed to be touching it. You were
Okay,
supposed to be
that's what I was
Yeah,
wondering.
that's it. That's it. That's better.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll shoot this one then. One closest to me.
Okay. Yeah, make a roll, Dad. You too. Or are you gonna keep the energy thing, Dad? The time flow.
I'm gonna keep the time flow because I don't want to. Well, energy's down, right? So the power's off. We haven't turned the power back on. So
Yeah, no, not yet.
not yet. So it doesn't really matter anymore because they're not connected. So I'm gonna go disconnect and shoot the other guy.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, make a roll.
I
What-
rolled
what-
a 2.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah,
What
roll.
time?
Yeah, you hit him. He's down. And which one are you going for, Dad?
The other small one.
Okay.
Daring and what? Daring and security?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
not my strongest suit, that's for sure. Hey, I got a 1. Oh, about time.
Yeah, you find this purchase on this one. This one's hit. It also kind of shrivels away. The big one reacts instantly to seeing all of this happen. And jumps off and just starts full sprint to tackle Travis. But you guys have one turn to react.
All right, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Everybody.
Gosh.
I'm
mean,
shooting him again.
Do you guys want to go do your turns first, and then
That's
depending
fine.
on what happens, then I'll do
Fine
mine.
with me.
He's coming at me.
I.
Yeah, we just you want us to shoot him again?
Yeah.
We shoot him first.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, shoot him. All right, good job, Lucas.
All right, and yeah, so you hit him, and what is everybody else doing?
I shot him and I hit him, I think.
You shot him, you hit him. Travis, are you? What are you doing? You see them both.
I wanted to see what happens from their shots.
You can see that when he gets hit with these, it just like starts disintegrating mass. So he got hit like in the shoulder, and it's just disintegrating like his mass in his arm. But
Shoot
he's
him,
still
beast.
like coming at
He's
you.
still-
Then Doofus hits him, and it hits him like right in the leg, and his leg like nearly falls off. But he's still like kind of coming at you.
Hop it. Yeah. Hop along.
Okay. Can I shoot and dodge?
You're close enough. Should
Yeah.
be able to.
Yeah, make a roll for it.
I'm gonna shoot, and then I'm gonna run away like a little girl.
All right.
Vulcans don't run like
Yeah.
a little girl.
You hit him while you run around this table screaming. And then you hit him, and that's enough. Like at this point, like you hit him like right in the chest. His like upper torso and chest and like lower body's just kind of falling apart, unable to hold itself together, and you just see like he just kind of disappears. This like metal seems to be that was on his face. Like there's a set of goggles in this mask and kind of this like transmitter piece that's on top of his head that goes to his ears, eyes, and mouth. And it just kind of falls off his head as kind of the last part and just sits there. And yeah, yeah. Last thoughts on in this room? Oh, sorry, you guys. Then you see, as the power, like finally settles down and is off, like this blob up here just like really starts to dwindle, and it's still like there, but it's like falling off. You just like kind of watch it as it just slowly like rips off of the ceiling, off of the court here, off the top of it, like kind of just like shrivels down to the side, becomes this like
Ooh.
mass that's on the floor. It's like mostly just gone and deteriorated. Um, yeah. So you see, like right next to the goggles and this mask and everything is this mass, and it's just sitting there, and it just seems to be slowly withering away as well.
Any of the other appendages still there?
Those are starting to fall, break too. Starting to just diminish. It seems that this is a like these aren't fully disappearing. These might have to be dealt with, but they seem to at least be diminishing.
Is there any relevance of the goggles and the mask and the transmitter? Can I pick those up and try to talk into the transmitter and see if there's anybody that'll respond, or is there anything that even matters with that?
I'll just
Um,
pick it up and hang on to it right now. We
yeah,
gotta get the ship. We gotta get the ship away from the asteroid. We gotta get rid of these appendages so we can turn the power back on.
yeah. With that, you like hear the Commander Chimp come onto the speaker, and he says, "I have to turn the power back on. We're about to go through a dangerous area. You guys get the power back on, and without the thing on it, the power is mostly restored. The Foro's still in terrible damage. It's falling apart really. But for now, at least, the shields are holding and life support's holding, and as far as you can tell, the reactor core and the command center are stable again."
All right.
Yay.
Is there any solid appendages up there? Because I'll shoot a dart. I'll shoot it. I'll shoot it just to
You
make
sh-
sure.
You shoot it dead, and you see it starts to like diminish away, and everything will
Yeah.
eventually go away. But
Okay. I just want to make sure everything goes away, especially with the power back on. That's why.
yeah, yes, it's all gone. You can rest assured it's all gone.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna let you guys ask any questions on that, and then I'm just gonna take it to the end. I know we're over time, so I'm just gonna get you there. Yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, that was cool.
That sounds good.
All
Yeah,
right, so you. Yeah,
that
go
was
ahead.
good.
Yeah, so
What did Cohen do?
So he went to and saved Ashwi, found that she was infected, shot her, chased the ensign for the brig to the engineering room and shot her and with the vaccine and the other person. And then he tried to rev the engines to get the blob off, but it duplicated the vines and the pods. And then he after he saved main engineering, he went to the cockpit because he noticed that somehow every time you guys made a course correction that the asteroids are flying towards you. So he went to investigate in there, and Ashwi had come up with a way of detecting infected on the ship. And then he says he misses you all. So you guys talk to Lieutenant Commander Chimp. You guys he tells you that the most important thing that needs to happen is you guys need to get to safety. He says, as far as he can tell from the signal, that the sanctuary port is safe. About this time you commune with Tith, and Tith says, yes, that's what the readings I found. That was the roll that Dad made at the beginning. Those are the readings I found, is that yes, it is safe. I checked it. It all looks good. You guys basically go back to the ship. Let me get the guide here. So he kind of just informs you of what's going on, and you guys decide the best thing that you could do is just tow the 40 to the sanctuary port for safety. Yeah, Tith pulls all of the language information from the planet and the cultures. Can tell the sanctuary port message is authentic and not a risk, but she doesn't get much of a galactic scan. Ashwi again finds a way to scan the ship for infected. You guys can utilize that on the 40 with Trass's roll. The virus adapted only once, and you resisted it, and then you guys are going to be pretty prepared for Sanctuary Port. Shields are going to come back to normal because of Garuth. Crew morale is also good, so you won't have to face mutiny yet. The crew sanctuary port preparations are also ready. And then Cohen's roles, he had Thurlin fixing the ship, basically containing the virus, and then sanctuary tech getting some tech that was saved from the 40 to sanctuary port. So, any questions on that? That's kind of a lot.
Yeah, did we collect any of the cultures of this mossy stuff, or do we know where the root causes of where this is coming from? Or are we trying to figure that out or study that? Or
yeah, that's a great question. And you guys can get a quick sample to determine that there is some sort of organic life form on the planet that is related to this. There also seems to be a lot in the asteroids, but you guys don't detect it on your ships. And I will take a note about what we want to do with that culture for the next session. Yeah, what do you want to do with the trust? What do you want to figure out? Let me write this down.
I don't just figure out what kind of mass it is. Is it reproducing? Is it the harm that it has, the effects that it does, like just things like that?
Okay.
Is it related to the planet, related to these gravitational waves?
Okay. Yeah, I will come up with that for the next time we meet. And what I might ask is just each of you to have something you want your person to work on. But I think we'll talk about it at the beginning of the next session for what things you want them to discover. For now, you guys are kind of still in crisis mode. You take a mental note of it. Tell a computer, do you want somebody to get here? Lieutenant Commander Chimp, one of his scientists, engineers to get down here with a security detail, and they'll start doing that analysis. You guys
Can we get the logs for the waves? That's what I want to see.
Yeah, 1 sec. So let me put.
Yeah.
Waves for what, Dad?
These I forgot what the waves are called. These what was it called? The waves that are coming from the planet. I want to see their logs.
Okay.
Because they've been here longer than we have.
Yeah. Signal. Okay, signal analysis.
Yep.
Okay, and Lucas, what is one thing you want to know about next turn from your character's point of view?
Probably more about the consult. Well, I guess maybe a clarity question. Was the thing on our ship that was that dark energy thing, was it the thing that we just destroyed? Or is it something else? When I had my summary at the beginning of the game?
Your vision?
Yeah, my vision. Was it?
Yeah, you can't tell yet.
Okay, well, that's the one thing I'd like to figure out more.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you guys are. We're gonna wrap it up here. You guys are at Sanctuary here on the orbit here. You are going to tow the port as you go along.
Heads up, women's indoor volleyball U.S. team is playing right now.
Really. Also, I
Oh.
think there was Ariana came up and told me about the Trey Lyles 100-meter sprint too.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah,
I've been watching it.
I don't know if he won or not.
And they've been crushing it.
He did win
The U.S. in general, just
by a neck. These volleyball girls are good. Holy
Is it
cow.
indoor? You said. Yeah, Ariana's probably
Yeah, it's-
wanting to watch that.
It's indoor. They're playing France.
Yeah.
All right, you guys get to the sanctuary port here. It's kind of this dual ship. Is emitting two signals. One is short range, and the other one is this kind of galactic level gravity signal. And it seems to be purely serving content. Because of Dad's role, Tith knows that this is safe, so you guys kind of come and land in this port. You guys don't get to see too much. I'll only share this with. Yeah, you guys don't get this because of the role, unfortunately. But you guys do get this. You also get a view of the city. Right, so you're pulling in to this space station, the spaceport. And you can see kind of below, and the only place that's not really a massive storm is the city with this very high energy source in the middle. So you've flown to a new galaxy to find new forces at play. You awake to 4 dead crew and no memories. Then, reclaiming your memories, you reclaim the bridge. What was meant to be a discovery mission is turned into survival. There's a space-capable virus, forces moving asteroids, and leadership has been exposed. You've managed to save the Foro and its crew, create an adaptable vaccine to the virus, and make your way to Sanctuary Port, where you find refuge for the first time. You're warped down to the surface. So as you arrive into this port, your ship is docked, like basically through gravitational methods. Before you even have a chance to really like come to organize yourselves on the bridge, the crew, your crew is like teleported basically. You see, like as you're being warped, it's not just like a change of space. It's like you're all of a sudden in a gravity well. You see through the bottom of the spaceport, you're being pulled towards the surface. There's just a storm all around this well. But as you break through the clouds, you really get to see the city for the first time. And then you must really try to understand what's going on here. You haven't really had a chance to connect with anybody on your ship. You and everybody is being teleported to the surface right now. And let's see. Okay, so as you arrive towards the surface, you start falling down to the ground. You get to the surface, and as you begin to fall, let's share this. You start to see this weird forest come around you, and you are all of a sudden in this weird forest. Just weird life all around you. You arrive in Sanctuary Port and Gravity Dock. Venture out. You begin to accelerate and descent of the floor towards the gravity well. And that's kind of where season 2 starts.
Eating too many mushrooms in this forest, I think.
Right, that is really
Sounds good, BC.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
setting this up, BC.
Yeah, we are at the story phase, fellas. I know it's been lots of learning curves, but yeah, it's
When setting up the next one, BC, just heads up for you, fantasy football drafts are gonna start happening, so I might be busier until after the season starts. It's a heads up.
Yeah, I again, this is kind of why I think we're gonna start doing like 2 different sessions where it gives more flexibility to join. Plus, it gives people a chance to kind of shine a little bit more in their own story. Like Cohen was doing really well with, like when he got in a fight. Oh yeah, in the cockpit he got in a fight with an infected who was trying to send all your guys' information. But yeah, we'll work through it, Travis. We'll make it
Did you
happen.
find a girlfriend down there?
What?
Did he find a girlfriend down there?
On the planet?
While he was doing his own mission.
Oh no. He I mean, no, I think he actually may have found a girlfriend, but not in this game. I'm not sure what. He
Ah,
went. Yeah.
all right. Well, thanks, BC. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Love and miss you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys, and playing. And love and miss you too.
All right. Sounds good. Big gulps, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll see you guys in a month or 2 then, probably.
Yeah, we'll see you. Yeah, hopefully.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll text. And we'll get something. And we'll make it less fighting, more story, so we can connect more. But yeah, I'll text you guys. Let's.
Okay.
Love y'all.
That was good, BC. Thanks.
Okay, see you, man.
thanks, BC.
Yeah,
Talk
thank
to you later.
Okay,
Bye.
later.
Bye.